Hi everyone, Amanda Jane here and welcome to today's video. And in this video I'm going to show you how to crochet the Trinity stitch. Trinity because it's made up of 3 elements in the stitch and it produces this really gorgeous textured pattern. The fabric's great. I'd advise you to go up a size in hook, and we'll talk about that in a moment. So today I'm using a lovely cotton and eucalyptus blend. This is a Portuguese yarn. It's really soft and it gives great stitch definition. So as you can see all parts of this stitch. Today I'm filming in my kitchen. It's a very dull day, so we've got the lights on, so the colour might be a bit strange. I'm going to use this, if we can see it, I'm going to use this lovely silver colour. I've used a light blue and a dark blue in my sample here. Now the Trinity stitch it's a little tricky to start with, but you'll soon get the hang of it. What you've got to start off with is a chain with an even number of stitches. So make a slip knot on your yarn like so, leave yourself a good tail for darning in. So instead of using a 4mm crochet hook, I'm going to put that to one side and we're going up to a number 5, despite the fact that this is double weight yarn. Now all double weight yarn is slightly different, so if you're doing some crocheting where you need a particular gauge, then make sure you do a tension square or a gauge square. Now I'm just doing a sample here, so I'm just going to crochet an even number of stitches and show you how this Trinity stitch works. So let's start with a really small sample and then I'll go back onto this one here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, let's do 14, 12, 14. So the first thing you've got to do, and you can see how loose loosely I've actually crocheted this, just to make the demonstration easier for you. Find the second chain from the hook. So not the one on the hook, doesn't count for anything. There's the first, second. So we're going to insert our hook into there, which is at the sort of bottom of the chain or in the V of this chain. Yarn in, yarn over, hook in, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook. Then you find the next stitch, which is just here. Next chain, you're going to go in there and draw up another loop, 3 on your hook, and finally a third one, like so, and be quite loose with it. And then we're going to do a yarn over and draw through all of those loops on the hook, 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row, like so. Then we're going to do a chain. Now make sure this chain is loose because you're going to use this in the next row. Now for your next Trinity stitch, we're going to insert the hook in the same space, like so. Draw up a loop, go into the next chain, draw up a loop, and in the next chain, so that's 1, 2, 3, which leaves us with 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all of those, and then a relatively loose chain. Insert your hook into the same space that you've just done that last stitch in, pull up a loop, in the next one, pull up a loop, the next one, pull up a loop, yarn over, excuse my doorbell, pull through all the loops, yarn over, pull through. Insert your hook into the next Then yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 and a chain. And we keep doing exactly the same repeat all the way across the row. 1, 2 and 3. Yarn over, through all 4 and a chain. This foundation row is always a little tricky. Once you get going, it's very straightforward. 1, 2 and 3. Now in the last chain, you might have to just turn your works or turn the chain slightly towards you to insert the hook in the right place. There we go, 4 on the hook, through all 4, a chain. Now you're going to do a single crochet in that last stitch as well. Insert your hook into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through, 1 chain, turn your work, and then we get started really. I mean, the first row, you know, will sort itself out. You know, it doesn't look like the pattern here at all yet, but it will do. So that's the right side, just here, and then we'll turn it round and we'll just do another row of this sample, and then I'll go back to the larger sample to show you how that works as well. So single crochet in the first space, then we're going to do a Trinity stitch. Go into the same gap just there, yarn over, pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, which is the chain that you did on the previous row, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then go into that bar just there, go into that stitch just in front of you. That's the easy one. Yarn over, pull through all 4 and a chain. Back into that same hole, pull up a loop, the chain into the chain from the previous row, and in the stitch, yarn over, pull through all 4, and then we're going to do a chain, making sure that's nice and loose. Yarn over, pull up a loop, pull up a loop and pull up a loop, pull through all 4 and a chain. So where you insert your hook is sort of obvious once you get going. It's into all of the stitches really. So you're doing the stitches in a normal way. They become, you might have to turn your work towards you a touch. Don't forget to go into the same hole again. And where the chain was a little tight on the previous row, you might just have to push your crochet hook through, be firm, and chain. Last one here, 1, 2, 3, and pull through 1 chain, and then do a single crochet in that last space, chain and turn, and you're ready to go off on your next row. So that's how that looks. Let's go and examine this one here, because in the dark blue it's clearer, and this really feels absolutely lovely, this yarn. I would suggest that this sort of stitch is great for a washcloth, a dishcloth, although it takes a long time. It's a little slow for a sweater or a cardigan, so you might use it for a scarf. It would look lovely as a shawl, maybe in a fluffy fabric. 1 single crochet at the beginning of the row, then start your single crochet 3 together is the Trinity stitch. So technically it's called a single crochet 3 together. But as you work further along your work, it does get a little easier. You've got something to hold on to, and you can see what you're doing more easily. It's probably easier with a yarn that has a bit more give. This cotton with eucalyptus doesn't have any give in it at all. It's beautifully soft though. And as I said before, if you're doing something that requires a specific tension or gauge, then make sure you test it, because this is very thick for a double knitting weight. It's lovely. I can't wait to make something quite big with this. It really is just one of the best crochet cottons I've ever used. And they do all come up slightly differently. Whatever yarn you're going to use, I would suggest just go up a hook size. It will make your life so much easier. We'll get to the end of this row, then we'll have a look at, I didn't finish that stitch off properly. There we go, that's a mistake you can easily make. 1, 2 and 3. That's it. And 1, 2 and 3. So what are you crocheting at the moment? I'm doing a cardigan for myself in a double crochet mesh pattern, diamond mesh pattern. Takes a bit of concentration. And then I'm going to move on to making a cardigan for one of my daughters. Always something on the go. Single crochet in the end, chain and turn. So this example's got a separate single crochet on the end. That one hasn't. That one went straight into the Trinity stitch, but you know, whatever you like to do, that is the Trinity stitch. And you can see we've got these lovely lines of little holes, and then this twist just on the right hand side, which is very attractive, and you can probably see in the light it's got great stitch definition. So it is slightly different on both sides, and you can see where I've joined the colours. It does produce a pattern, so you could use that as part of your project, but on the right side it joins very neatly. So there we have it, the Trinity stitch. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, press subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and also press the bell so you get notifications of upcoming videos. So take care. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.